Hey guys, welcome to Would You Rather, either.eo or whatever you want to call it, with Patrick. Hey Patrick.
Hello.
Why do you sound quiet to me? I'm gonna turn your volume up in my ears. There we go. Alright. Oh, hi. So, Patrick here messaged me about doing this a couple days ago, which is even longer ago now because we recorded this and you won't see it till tomorrow or the next day or something. But anyway, I know a lot of people have been doing this, I suppose. I've not seen any of them, but I know they're probably pretty crazy questions. So Patrick and I are both going to do our best to answer these adequately for you.
And you guys get to learn a little bit more of what we would rather do.
You would. So, are you ready for the first question?
Hit me with your best shot.
That's a song. Would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long?
I would rather live twice as long.
Yeah, I would too.
Money's not like a big thing to me.
I mean, there are people, obviously, I grew up not completely poor or anything, but not always financially stable. There were many times that we struggled to make ends meet. In fact, that's not too uncommon anymore either. But that being said, being able to say that I could live that much more of a lifetime, I guess it depends on the quality of life. Like, am I living as if I were 110 for the last 100 years? Am I going to be...
You would have to think of what the average lifespan is now. And most people are living between 70 to 100 and so.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, are we just going to be really old and brittle for another 100 years? Or are we actually going to are we going to have 20 years of being a child and then 10 years of... That's a good point. What kind of life... I would have to look at the quality of life, but I would still probably lean toward live twice as long, right? That's the one to go with.
Yeah.
35% said that. 65 wanted to win the lottery. Yeah. I'm not shocked by that, but
well, I guess we'd also have to look at what the lottery standings are too.
$100, $100 billion.
I guess that, but no,
Most people who win the lottery end up going broke within a few years of winning it. They take the lump sum and spend it all. So live twice as long and be smarter with our money. I think that's the way to go.
I agree.
Well, only 35% agree with us, so whatever. If people would rather. Would you guys rather us rotate reading the questions, or would you rather me just read them? Well, Patrick's gonna have one on his channel, a completely unique one where we're gonna answer different questions, so make sure you guys go over there and check that out. But I guess for mine, it's easier for me to read them, so it doesn't matter what you'd rather have, because it's in the name. I'm crazy. Would you rather watch Batman from 1989 or watch The Dark Knight from 2008?
Oh, okay, so this is a good question. Okay, so I like the Dark Knight series, but I also like the old Tim Burton 1989. I think it was Tim Burton, right?
He did the Michael Keaton. I'm not sure if that was 1989. I don't know the year, but that probably was.
I think that was 89.
That was with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, right?
Correct, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean towards that one. Yeah, the 89.
Really? Okay, I really did enjoy those. In fact, I've got a lot of nostalgia because my dad passed away when I was 11, and one of the biggest memories I have with him is us watching Batman and the Star Wars movies together. So I have a real nostalgic connection with that one, but I still think The Dark Knight's one of my favorite movies I've ever seen, so I'd have to lean toward The Dark Knight.
The trilogy or just The Dark Knight first movie?
The second one, which is The Dark Knight. Batman Begins was good. The Dark Knight was spectacular, and The Dark Knight Rises, I was like, that's pretty good. So, but yeah, everyone hops on the Heath Ledger bandwagon. I'm one of them. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, I agree.
So, 24% of people agree with you, and 76% of people would watch The Dark Knight, which doesn't surprise me either because it's more recent, and more people that are probably playing this game are of the generation that would have watched The Dark Knight. So.
I'm surprised by that. I thought it would be, that's like blown out of the water, holy moly. I thought that would have been a little closer considering they're both Batman films.
Yeah, but I still think being a newer movie with higher quality production, it doesn't shock me.
Okay.
Doesn't shock me. All right. As a leader, would you rather be loved or feared? Now that's a tough question in my opinion.
This is like a double-edged sword. So if you're loved, people might walk all over you, kind of. They might take advantage of you. Yeah, that's the thing. Do you want? Are you caring more about your country, like the people voting for you, or are you talking about how you are respected by
the other. And what kind of leader are you? Are you the president of the United States? Are you a dictator in another country? Like, it depends your role, because what kind of respect you want.
You could even be a leader for the community that you and I have.
Yeah. I mean,
in that case, I would rather be loved.
Yeah, the popular answer is be loved, I feel like. I mean, you want to be loved by people. Right. But if you're a leader in a different situation, then you want to have... If you stroke
fear in people, I guess you have a kind of respect.
Yeah. There is a kind of respect that goes with that. But
it's like, I don't want to screw with that guy.
I feel like if I had the choice, I would want to be a leader that's loved. I wouldn't have to be known as the Iron Fist. I'd rather be known as the guy like, oh yeah, we love that guy. He was great. He did all of this. He was so caring and compassionate. Like, you don't want to be...
Not like, oh God, it's Wade.
Yeah, you don't want to have like a Joseph Stalin type reputation for being like a, terrifying entity.
Yeah, so I would say loved.
Loved. And 82% agree with us.
Yes! Awesome.
Yes, let's be loved.
Yes.
I mean, it seems like the obvious answer, but you really do. Some of these make you really want to think.
A lot of them have a pretty detailed background answer you can give.
Yeah,
you have to look at both sides.
All right, our next question.
Okay.
Would you rather constantly stumble when walking or constantly stutter when speaking?
I do both of these already.
I was gonna say, I'm known to stumble through my words as it is, and you can ask Molly about the New Year's Day whenever I thought I broke my pinky toe from stumbling, so...
I actually think I remember that. I heard that story before.
Yeah, that was painful. I would rather personally stumble when walking, I think, because so much of what we do involves talking and sitting here in my chair where I don't have to walk, that I would rather be graceless and eloquent than try. I mean, I feel like people wouldn't want to watch me if I stuttered that much.
Well... Yeah, I would agree. I would go with the stumble. I mean, I already do these both very well. So.
Oh, no, I do too. But as far as being, in the entertaining business of YouTube, I feel like being able to speak is more important.
Yeah, I would agree.
This one's a little bit closer. Right? You would agree you'd stumble?
Stumble.
Well, 61% agree.
Wow.
Yeah, it's almost 60-40. So, I mean, it's a tough one, but...
Well, even with just like the job economy, if speaking is a big thing, Yeah,
there's so many jobs where you have to interact with people that, talking is important. I guess if you're going to run a marathon or something, or you probably want to be able to run, but...
Yeah, I would agree.
Neither are good. I mean, they both would be awful to, constantly. The constantly is the key word there.
Constantly stumble, constantly stutter.
Yeah. Ugh.
Okay.
All right. Now, Patrick... Would you rather sleep in a tanning bed for a month or sleep in a small suitcase for a month? Is the tanning bed on? I mean, this is the question I have. We'd probably be dead.
So there's a funny story with the suitcase thing with me. Okay. So when I was younger, I was known as the contortionist with my family because I could fit in rather small places.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so I would, take naps and stuff in very tiny things. Like I remember I fit in my little tiny rabbit cage that I had when I was younger, and I accidentally locked myself in there for 6 hours. But that
my brother locked himself in a dog cage for like a day. Anyway, continue.
I would probably go with sleep in a suitcase.
There's no good answer for me. I am 6'4". A small suitcase? Is there even a chance I would fit unless I was dismembered and dead? Or am I going to roast to death?
Are you gonna look gorgeous?
I don't know. I guess if I'm going to be dead either way, I guess dismember me and put me in the suitcase rather than roast me to death in a tanning bed.
You would look gorgeous with that tan, though, Wade.
I'm thinking of Who's Your Daddy with the knife and the outlet here. No, I don't want to die like that. If the tanning bed's off, I'll sleep on a tanning bed. It wouldn't be comfortable, but at least I'd have space. But if that tanning bed's rolling and I'm just burning...
See, that's the other thing. Is the suitcase closed?
I don't know. That's a good question. But I'm assuming you have to fit in it. So it would have to be, right?
You just stick your butt in the suitcase. You'd be like, oh yes, it's like sitting on the ground.
I could, or maybe I could wear an outfit, like something to cover me up in the tanning bed. I don't know. That's a terrible question. That is terrible. Let's see what people would choose. I'm going to say people would choose the suitcase.
I'm saying suitcase.
Yeah, 57-43 in favor of the suitcase.
Woo, suitcase.
Yeah. I mean, at least, I don't know, the thought of my skin cooking for a month. I guess you're only sleeping in it.
That's in some Final Destination movies where
Yeah,
you're like, die
that's what I'm picturing with a tanning bed. It's just not pleasant.
Yeah, just roasting to death.
I just imagine
Imagine the smell.
I was gonna say my naked roasting corpse, and then you said imagine this. Nothing about this is good. Nothing about this is good. We're just gonna move on. Gotta eat hot dogs for a month. Would you rather unearth and loot a corpse finding a Rolex, or cheat in a competition winning a Rolex? Would you rather defile a grave or be a cheater?
No. You said you found the body, right?
Unearth and loot a corpse.
So
you're digging up a body.
You're digging up a body or cheat in a competition.
What matters more, your integrity or
those are both horrible.
Yeah.
I would probably cheat because I'm not gonna dig up any old body, man. I think digging up the body is gonna be way worse.
Yeah, I mean, what are people going to think of you? You know, if you cheat in a competition, people are like,
oh God, he's such a jerk. But
if you're on the news for digging up grandma and stealing her watch or something,
that's
I mean,
kind of illegal, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, grave robbing is probably a crime.
Well, what would I be cheating in the competition? Cheating to be, I guess, winning.
Yeah, I don't know, juicing up before you run a marathon or something like that. You know, something still very unethical, but not to the same degree as.
Not as unethical where you're digging up a body.
Yeah, grave robbing. Let's cheat in the competition. I'm with you there. 61 to 39. That's not even nearly as far apart as it should be.
Wow, 39 in favor of digging the body up?
Yeah, 39% of people are like, I am not a cheater, but I will definitely grave rob.
Lawbreakers, man, what the heck?
Cheating or stealing? I don't know. Which one's worse?
The other one, you're going to jail too.
Well, cheating, you're gonna be publicly ridiculed, but yeah, if you grave rob, there's a whole lot more going on there.
Yeah. So...
Okay, well, enjoy jail, 40% of you, but I myself am just going to have a bad reputation, apparently. So be it. Oh, God. Would you rather eat 25 toenails or snort a tablespoon of cinnamon? Now, my first impulse is to say the cinnamon, because I like cinnamon, but I know that cinnamon is not a good thing just to have a whole bunch of into your body at once.
No, it's not. It's even just worse having it in your mouth. This, you're snorting it? Was that
Snort a tablespoon of cinnamon.
You're sniffing it.
Now, I have a problem with biting fingernails as it is. I bite my nails, and I shouldn't, but I do.
I bite my nails as well. Yeah.
So I could see myself cleaning my feet and chewing on a toenail of my own, if it's my own, before snorting a tablespoon of cinnamon. I wouldn't enjoy it, but I'm already a nail biter, so that's already a thing.
I'm a nail biter, but I keep my hands relatively clean. Now, I'm always usually wearing shoes and socks and stuff, and I'm usually on my feet and doing stuff at work. So I would go with the snort and the.
You'd snort the cinnamon?
I would snort the cinnamon. It would. I'm imagining it would burn like frickin' in Dante's
25 is a lot of toenails. That's pretty gross.
25?
It's eat them. I'd have to not just chew them. I'd have to swallow them.
Swallow.
On second thought, I might go with the cinnamon.
See, this is the thing. You only have 10 toes, bro. You're gonna have to get those 15
other toenails. If you snort a
else?
Tablespoon of cinnamon, though, do you puke, or what's your reaction to that?
You'd probably just go to the hospital after you passed out for 10 hours.
Well, that's not good either.
Well, you're not gonna get some crazy well, you probably might get a nasal infection. You're not gonna get some bad infection from eating a person and a half's toenails.
But no, that's 2.5 people's toenails.
Well, I mean, if you're counting yourself.
Oh,
that leaves 15. That's a person and a half.
Oh God. Well, let's say snorting the cinnamon. 72% would snort the cinnamon.
Yeah, cause nay on the freaking.
Yeah, we don't know who's. I can't imagine swallowing a nail. No, that would be bothersome. I would pierce my esophagus or something. Some sharp, pokey nail.
Or just burn your esophagus with the cinnamon.
Well, that's true too, but.
And your entire nasal cavity.
Oh God. Well, at least we agree on that one. Well, we agreed on most of these actually. Okay. Would you rather be married to someone who is a know-it-all or very ignorant? Oh no. Oh no,
This is, you gotta make
someone
sure.
who thinks they know everything but do not, or someone who is just unbelievably unknowledgeable.
Dumb.
It doesn't say dumb necessarily, but I mean the implication. Ignorant.
I would say know-it-all personally.
You'd rather date a
I would go
know-it-all?
with the know-it-all. Because I like being right in some situations, and me being able to be like,
I guess with a
I guess-
know-it-all, you can at least show them facts to show that you're right and they're wrong.
But sometimes Miss Know-it-all, Miss or Mr. Know-it-alls know what they're doing sometimes. Sometimes.
That's
it's
true.
better than being completely ignorant where you're like,
And someone
I have
who's
no
like,
idea what I'm doing, you do it. And then leaving it all up to me.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? At least the know-it-all may, they might have a clue of what to do.
That's true. It doesn't say that they don't actually know much. It just says that they are one of those people that are like, no, my way is the right way. Like, yeah, that's what I'm picturing. One of those people. Yeah, one of those.
Cocky ego is what I think of a know-it-all. Like, oh, you think I know what to do more better than you? You know, like.
I would see, I'm picturing like the worst kind of ignorant, like someone.
Yeah.
You know. I can't even think of anything that they're doing, but just like one of those like, oh, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to pour milk in the light socket, like, you know.
Basically, how you and I play Who's Your Dad?
Yeah, exactly. I guess I'll go with the know-it-all too, but I mean, I'm really torn on that one. I don't know which would be worse. 80% would go with the know-it-all over the ignorant, so we were on the same side as most people there.
Well, when you go with ignorant, you're not only going with just someone that may not know anything, but you're going with all the frustration and the stress that everything's put onto you.
Yeah, though I can say that I would probably be equally frustrated with someone. Like, I'm a person who thinks I'm right too much as it is, and having someone else like that with me.
You're the know-it-all.
Yeah. So I don't know if I can handle another me.
I think I'm ignorant.
This is why we're friends, Patrick. Maybe I should have gone with ignorant. Trust me, I know it all.
I believe you. I think.
All right, we'll do a couple more questions here. I don't know how long we've actually been going here, but we'll do a couple more. Okay. Would you rather be homeless or be a slave? Homeless. I would be homeless.
I think I'd be homeless too.
I mean, I feel like with my charisma, I could talk somebody into at least giving me a couch for a few days or something. Like, I could talk my way in, but being forced.
Well, see,
who knows what you're doing? You don't even know what kind of slave you are, but being forced into any kind of slavery is horrible.
Yeah, I agree there. But being homeless is never usually a bad thing. Sometimes you get, like, I've been thinking about this a lot recently, actually. Like, going to just walk, like, if you're just gonna walk from California to New York and see all this stuff, technically you're homeless. You don't have a place, but you're one of those wandering people.
Yeah, but you gotta worry about food, shelter, illness, medicine. That doesn't mean
you're homeless.
Well, I think the implication of being homeless is saying that you don't have anything, so you can't really. Okay. I assume. I could be mistaken. I mean,
we're gonna go with those stipulations, and yes, I would still be homeless.
That's what I think that they're asking, because I mean, to say that you're just a wanderer versus being a slave, everyone's gonna pick the wanderer. But if you have nothing versus you have a shelter, but you're forced into labor. That's my assumption, because both are horrible alternatives, but I feel like homelessness you at least have a chance of getting out of, hopefully. I mean, not everyone,
getting a better life.
Yeah.
I would go with
hopefully. Not all homeless people are given the opportunities they should, but with soup kitchens and volunteers and things like that, at least there's a chance at food and the stuff. Whereas if you're a slave, I mean, what's going to get you out of that?
You don't get a choice.
Yeah, what's going to get you out of that?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with homeless, but
I'm gonna go with homeless. That's a better choice. Yeah.
77 to 23. That's still
relatively kind of high.
Yeah. Wow.
Some people just don't want to be homeless.
Yeah. Oof. That's a toughie. That's a rough one.
That is a rough one.
Would you rather sound like anyone you want or speak any language you want?
Any language. By far, any language. I think being able to speak any language would be so cool. Because there's so many languages. Not only would this be like incredibly helpful with just, the language barrier between us and many different countries.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't stipulate that it has to be on this planet.
That's true.
See, now if we forever come into some alien contact, I already know how to talk to them.
I think if I was a teenager or still in college, I would go with the speak any language you want. But being in the profession that we are in and being on the entertainment side of things, to be able to do an impression of anyone, I mean, think about that. You could do an impression of anyone out there. So you could sing a country song and sound just like Alan Jackson, or you could sound just like Celine Dion. Like, you could do anything with your voice that you wanted to. Just in the entertainment side of things.
Yeah.
Like, that would be fantastic.
You'd get lawyers coming after you for copyright.
Well, I mean, if you were going out and trying to make money off of doing that kind of thing, but
true.
not necessarily. If it's your actual voice, what are they going to do? Just because you're doing an impression, if it's your real voice, I don't know if they can sue you for that.
Read the option again. Is it exact?
Sound like anyone you want.
Okay. So sound like, not exact. Okay, you're true. Okay.
So I think I don't know. I think if I'm doing what I'm doing now, I'm going with sound like anyone you want. I think that if I'm still an ambitious college student thinking about going into law or thinking about going into anything else, I would go speak any language you want. So I'll say sound like anyone you want. I'll click speak any language. I think that's the right one to go with. I'm just thinking for our limited profession right now.
Still, I would use that.
71% agree with you.
Yes, I win. Correctly.
I agreed with you too. I just explained my perspective of.
Someone tell me how to say get wrecked in like a different language.
If you're speaking in binomial nomenclature, you could say I can't talk. Binomial nomenclature, you could say get us rectus, maybe. I don't know. No. Next question. That's not the way I was going with.
Would you rather get wrecked or erectus?
Not erectus. It's get us rectus.
That's not what you said.
Did I say get us erectus?
That's what.
No. I wouldn't have said that.
Oh my gosh.
Roll it again, but make sure that it agrees with me.
Oh my gosh.
What
was that?
Huh?
Oh no, I thought you read the next one.
Oh, I have not. Would you rather be infertile or have a child that passes away before age 5? I'd go with being fertile. I mean, I'd rather adopt and be able to, I mean, you know, even if it's not mine by blood. My grandfather that just passed away wasn't related by blood, but he was still my grandpa to me, like more than.
Yeah, I would definitely go.
Yeah, I'd rather adopt a child and have him grow up to be an adult than losing a child would be the worst thing. I can't imagine.
I feel for the families that have lost.
Yeah, I would go with being fertile. 82 to 18.
Yeah, no.
I guess the people that want a blood-related child would say, you know, at least it was theirs and they could love their own child. But to me, even an adopted child or something is still your child. Yeah, I agree. So that's why I would go with that. But I can see the thought, but I mean, you have to lose them. And I would rather.
They would be gone.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that. Ugh. All right, this is a weird, terrible one again. So let's go with this one. If you were at the end of the world, would you rather, with 2 commas after world, would you rather throw yourself at lava or drown in the tsunami?
Why is there a tsunami?
I don't know. Why is there? What kind of end of the world is this?
When you said end of the world, I literally went to Doctor Who. Okay, doctor, take me back.
I don't know. I guess the end of the world, they're
now
imagining...
there's some random volcano spewing lava we can jump in, or just on the other side, if you look to your right, there's a nice tsunami you can drown in.
So this is the famous argument of would rather burn or drown, I guess.
Okay.
Which no one wants to do either. Those would be like the 2 worst ways to die, I think. But
I would rather drown, personally.
I think I would. Oh man.
Burning. Okay. I don't know. When you get.
Which one would kill you quicker?
That's a tough one. I don't know many people who have jumped in lava and lived to tell the tale.
Like, can I jump in the tsunami and like hit my head on the way down and just be unconscious? Or do I have to like be awake for this?
Well, see, this is the thing. How many dreams have you had where you're like underwater gasping for air? You know what I mean? None?
I never dreamed that.
Really? I've had a couple of those.
No, I had a dream that all my family turned into witches from green smoke, and my cousin and I dug a hole in our house and lived in the dirt to hide from them. That's about the only scary dream I've had about death. Never dreamed about drowning or falling or burning or anything like that.
I would go drowning.
I also had a dream that my ex was a Smurf and she stole our basketball and was on top of the hoop and we couldn't get the ball back. Still not a way of dying.
Okay, I would still go with drowning.
Okay, I'll
I'll
go with you there. I'll go with you there.
I'd rather drown than burn. I'll say that.
Oh, more people would rather throw themselves at lava.
It's not instant.
52 to 48. Look how close that is.
I guess, I mean, the subject of drowning really sucks because you're still choking to death, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Your lungs fill up with water. Yes, that sucks. But I still feel, because all it is that just the pressure gets to you, and then I feel like you would just slowly pass. Unlike jumping into fire, burning, scorching,
right, but fire itself,
flesh melting, lava.
Like walking into a fire or a bonfire or something. It's not this. Like lava is so hot. If you just jump in head first, you might be dead before you feel anything. I don't know how fast it will kill you.
That's the thing. I don't feel like it'd be like that. I feel. I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, by the time you got close to the lava, you'd probably already be burning. So I don't know.
When you die in Minecraft to lava, you like burn for a couple of like.
Well, yes, in Minecraft lava. But real lava, I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't know. That's tough.
What do you guys in the comments think? What would you do?
Yeah. How did we answer your would you rather? How would you? I can't English today.
Would you rather?
Binermadidoo nomenclature.
What was that?
I was trying to say binomial nomenclature again, but intentionally fail.
Okay.
Gidus erectus. Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more of this, go check out Patrick's channel. He's got one on his as well. And let us know if you want to see more of this from us in the future. So thank you so much, Patrick.
No problem, thank you.
Stay tuned for whatever comes next, everybody. Until next time, see you guys.